first take note of objection by Mary. She does not like this way of defining democracy and wants to ask some basic questions. Her teacher, Matilda Lindu, responds to her questions, as other classmates also joins the discussion.
I don't like this idea. First we spend time discussing democracy and then we want to find out the meaning of democracy. I mean logically, should not we have approached it the other way around? Should not the meaning have come first and then the example?
I can see your point, but that is not how we reason in everyday life. Do we wait to have a definition of these words before we use them? Come to think of it, do we have a clear definition of these words? It is only using the words that its meaning.
But then why do we need definitions at all?
We need a definition only when we come across to the difficulty in the use of words. We need a definition of rain only when we distinguish it from, say, drizzle or cloudburst. The same is true for democracy. We need a different definition because people use it in different purposes. Because different kinds of governments call themselves democracy.
But why do we need to work on the definition? The other day, you quoted Abraham Lincoln to us. Democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. We in Meghalaya ruled by ourselves, and that is accepted by everyone. Why do we need to change that?
I am not saying that we need to change it. I to find this definition very beautiful. But we don't know if this is the best way of defining unless we think about it ourselves. We must not accept something just because it is famous, just because everyone accepts it.
Can I suggest something? We don't need to look for every definition. I read somewhere that the word democracy comes from the Greek word demokratia. In Greek, the word demos means people and kratia means rule. So democracy is the rule by the people. This is the correct meaning. Where is the need to debate?
That is also a very helpful way of thinking about this matter. I would just say that this
So basically what are you saying is that there is no shortcut to our thinking about the matter ourselves. We have to think about its meaning and evolve a definition.
you got me right. Let's get it with it now. Democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. And now, the features of democracy. Decision-making power with the people's representative. This is the basic principle of democracy. In India, the final decision-making power is with the parliament, whose members are directly elected by the people. Free and fair elections. A democracy must be based on free and fair elections where those currently in power have a fair chance of losing. In India, we have Election Commission, an independent body for conducting elections. Due to this, the party which is in power has a fair chance of losing. One person, one vote, one value. In India, all the adult citizens have one vote and each vote has one value. Rule of law and respect for rights. Indian government rules within limits set up by the constitutional law. All the citizens have been given some basic rights. I hope you have understood the definition of democracy and its features well. It's time to say goodbye now. Keep watching this channel. We shall be